What's going on, traders? I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Today is Monday, January 28th, and to start off the trading week, I went ahead and made a day trade with ticker symbol BIDU, which is Baidu, making a quick profit of $1,550 in the first hour of the market open. Stay tuned to see how a lack of focus and a little bit of greed made me miss out on a total profit of $6,000. Before I begin to break down ticker symbol BIDU, I want to explain why I've been so interested in Chinese tech lately. So what we're looking at right now is the Chinese ETF for technology, which is ticker symbol CQQQ. And what CQQQ is an ETF that has major holdings in Chinese tech stocks. So as you can see here, we're looking at the ETF, and this is the top 10 holdings for that ETF. So it includes Tencent, Alibaba, Baidu, which is what I traded today, JD.com, which is the ADR that I was really interested in last week and I still see potential in this week, NTES, CTRP, and so forth. And so looking at the charts, we can see that CQQQ has formed a double bottom and is now starting to trend up. So as you guys know, I do like to look at the big picture here. Let's go ahead and look at the 10-year 1-week chart. As you can see here, the moving averages have converged, and now we see a crossover where the blue moving average has crossed over the white. And so that's why I see a lot of potential in Chinese tech. I think Chinese tech has finally bottomed out and is going to continue to push up for a while. I think it'll probably push up to this level around here. So CQQQ, like I said, holds all of the major Chinese tech companies like Alibaba, JD, and so forth. And so I think that it'll reach a high maybe around this level, pull back down to its previous lows, but still make a higher low. And so when that happens, I'll definitely be buying some puts, trying to short those stocks. With that being said, I still see an uptrend for the short term. So let's go ahead and jump into BIDU, which was my day trade for today. And so the same thing is happening here with Baidu. Looking at the 10-year 1-week chart, we see that the blue moving average is about to cross over the white. And then let's look at the 1-year 1-day. 1-year 1-day, we see that it's broken above and it's pulled back during the sell-off here. Remember, when I'm pointing down here at the moving averages, at the MACD I mean, when I'm pointing here, it's all relative to the price action directly above it. So as you can see here, during this pullback, it found support along the white moving average and is continuing to push up. So now let's take a closer look, 10-day, 10-minute chart. So how did I approach this trade? As you guys know, previous resistance acts as new levels of support. And so I went back and I looked at the previous high. The previous high was around the $163 level, as you can see here. So today it pulled back during the market, during the pre-market hours, and then at the market open it sold off. So I initially picked up my position here. I wanted to get in at the 163.8 level. However, my first position size took place at around 164.5 in terms of call options. The reason being is because the spread was very wide for calls. So that means that, for example, the bid, which is what buyers are willing to pay, and the ask was very, very wide. So for example, if I'm a buyer, I'm bidding on the call that I want to buy. And so the bid, let's say, was at 0.3 and the ask was at 0.45. So that's a 15-cent difference between the bid and the ask. The bid being what the buyer is willing to pay and the ask being what the seller is willing to take in order to sell their position, or in order to sell their calls in this case. And so I started my position around the 164.5 level, and then I added on to my size around 163.3, 163.4, I believe, when I saw this pullback, and then I saw that it started to push back up. And so my mistake here was a lack of focus and a little bit of greed. The reason being is that I sold around this level here when I saw that it pushed up, sold off, and then pushed up again and was making a lower high. And so what I wanted to do was to sell my position here and get a better entry by expecting a pullback to the middle VWAP, buying my position again at this price level, and then holding it for the next couple of days. But with that being said, that didn't go accordingly, and what happened is that the stock took off without me. So as you can see here, Robinhood was being a little bit weird this morning. So as you can see here, my total position was about, well, let's see, 43 contracts. And for some reason here, it says that I only sold 25 contracts at 3.3, but I actually sold my entire position. And so as you can see here, it's a series of canceled orders as I'm trying to play catch up with this stock. As you can see here, I'm trying to buy. I'm literally just trying to play catch up at this point because a little bit of greed, like I said, made me sell my position instead of being patient and just holding it until the end of the day, to the previous high, and selling it for a profit of $6,000. Instead, it was honestly a very amateurish move on my part to try to sell off my position and then just play catch up over a measly like 10-cent position, over a 10-cent advantage in terms of my positioning. And so I missed out on that profit, but I ended up finally placing my buy order at 369 in terms of the call price action, which relative to the stock was maybe around this level right here, where I saw it pull back, and I saw that the blue EMAs were acting as a level of support. And so what I did is that I sized up here, I bought my positions here, I picked up, I believe, 38 contracts again, and I got in around this level here. And so currently I have a 2,800 profit right now. But had I not sold, like I said, I would be up a total of $6,000. And what I plan on doing is, because the price action that I expect for tomorrow is that this stock is going to sell off and then find support at a higher low. And so what I should have done is sold at the high of day today, which was the previous day's resistance, and then bought it in again where I expected support. However, now that I got in here at this price level, what I'm going to do is just hold on to this thing not long term, but in terms of a swing trade, I'm going to hold on to it for maybe 2 days or 3 days, because I do expect this thing to find higher levels of support and then break above this resistance that we're seeing here. That does it for this recap. I'll be sure to let you guys know how this swing trade goes. Feel free to comment down below and let me know how you think this earnings week is going to turn out. Should be pretty interesting. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you all have a great day.